Back at you with another build video on the KX125. I'm filming this after the fact. The bike's already done behind me, which you'll see at the end of the video. I know a lot of you have been eager to see this thing finally finished, as I have myself. Enjoy the video, building this thing up, getting all the bling, fresh parts on there to ride it this summer. So hit the subscribe button if you want to see future videos on this thing riding this summer. Like the video. If you want to hear how crisp this thing sounds, stay to the end of the video, and we'll get a couple of riding clips or revving clips to can't not end the video off and fire this thing up and hear this thing after it's sitting for like 6 months. After months and months of waiting for my suspension on my KX125, as you guys have heard me talk about for the past like long time, getting the suspension set up, getting it all coated, waiting on parts, waiting for stuff to come in to get it off the stand here in the garage. Today finally came in. We can finally bolt up everything. All the parts that I've been building up for the past few months. Actually still waiting on parts to get replaced and swapped out. But nonetheless, we can finally get this thing out of the garage, roll it out, fire it up, and it's sat here for way too long. Now here, give you a little run over on the suspension and check this stuff out. All right, here it is, all coated up. Fresh stuff. Stuff came out sweet. Try and get the best angles on this stuff. Changes colors in each kind of direction you look. Sometimes it changes from like a bluish to a green, more purple, but forks, and then the shock is more of a kind of purple to a green, if you can see that down in there. So this stuff got set up by SGB Racing. Got the uppers coated, obviously lowers, blacked out the lugs. The 125 now should ride really good, hopefully. Shouldn't be nearly as bad as it was before. This actually being my first fully set up stuff I've ever had on any bike, so should be a lot better from the stuff I've used in the past for sure. From pretty much just having stock or having it just resprung for the most part on my last few bikes. So I should ride like a dream, hopefully. I'm so used to the Supermoto, I had this thing ran on the outside of the fork tube. This off quick and run it through. So finally, here is the finished KX125, as you just saw from the reveal. Little edit on this thing after building it, getting everything finally together. Did some stuff out of order here and there, but finally got this thing back together. I guess right now I'll do a little run over and everything, what I did to it, why I did certain things. I guess I can make a video kind of totaling up everything, maybe in a future video, on how much like everything together would cost if you were to build one exactly like this. So if you want to see that, like the video, let me know in the comments and I can put together a video on that. I'm still waiting on a few things on this thing. The plastics I didn't order yet. I totally forgot about the plastics. I have new graphics for this thing to actually look like a 2020. So 2020 KX look. Coming soon here in the next probably, I don't know, week and a half or so by the time all that comes in. So giving a little run over on the bike. Starting over here, hints and clutch cover. We have the Fathead Racing head. Feel the little bling stuff, Raptor titanium pegs. Some of this stuff was already on there, but for the new people that maybe are just seeing this thing, we have the Pro Circuit axle blocks down here. Over here we have the Dirt Tricks sprocket, which is the zirconium, I think that's how you pronounce it, sprocket. If you want to check any of these parts out, they'll all be linked below. Dirt Tricks actually sent me this like last year to sponsor the build, and we're just now getting it on there. We have the carbon fiber chain guide, we have a carbon fiber case saver, no brand on that. Moto Whips carbon fiber ignition cover. Of course, we have the Lectron carb. This is the new H series carb. As I've heard me talk about Lectron over and over. If you have a two-stroke, pick up a Lectron. I have them on my website if you want to order one. Basically fuel injection on a two-stroke, way smoother, more power, don't have to worry about jetting. Bolt it on and you're good to go. The arc clutch lever perch. We have the Pro Circuit triple clamps. Here we have the new 1/8 bars to match up with the bigger mount. We have all the Nickelworks plated bolts from Spec Bolt. As far as these forks go, they're off a 2012 KX250F. Which matches up with a specific clamp. It actually just bolted in there when I originally built the bike. And obviously the main attraction for this video is the forks done by SGB Racing. These are fully ran through, fully redone, obviously coated on the bottom as you've seen. Super sweet. Got these things all set up. If you want to check him out, all his links will be linked below to their Instagram. If you want to get your stuff serviced, redone, if you want to get it coated, if you just want to get it coated, you can do that. If you just want to get it set up, you can do that. Yeah, check out SGB Racing if you want to get dialed in, getting your stuff set up. And along with the shock, same thing, all redone, gone through. This being still the stock shock off the 03. This being more of like a purple to green kind of fade. Video definitely isn't going to do this justice on how these lowers look. It's hard to really get a good like angle on them. They kind of change as the different angles you look at it, so it definitely came out really good. Aside from that, it's pretty much it on this thing. Let me know what you think. If you're stoked for more two-stroke videos to come, like the video. I'll have a bunch of riding videos coming here soon, and have some more content on this thing this summer. So the last thing to do here is to fire it up. I haven't started this thing in a really long time, so we'll get some fuel in it. Be good. Well, I was gonna get the Lectron, having the fuel go into the float bowl, but I forgot to, I had the petcock turned on. So, so much for that. It really is a shame that this carbon tank didn't actually fit. I tried fitting this custom CMT tank in there, and come to find out, I didn't actually realize when I put the original 17 and up fuel tank on here that it kind of is wedged in the frame and it flexes a little bit. Obviously carbon doesn't flex at all, so when I went to go put it in there, it didn't fit at all. It wouldn't go down, and I didn't want to crush the carbon, So I'm gonna have to get this sent back. I've been trying to reach out to them to get it sent back and revised. So CMT actually a while ago sent me this to make a couple videos on, and obviously have it on this thing to match all the carbon, but unfortunately can't go on there, so it's just been a little showpiece in the garage. There are a few other little things I gotta do. There's these little mounts that actually go into the triple clamp, like a little nub which slides and holds the front number plate fully in. Still gotta do that. A couple little things I didn't film, I didn't really see necessary, but just to get the bike all together after months and months of waiting to get this thing. I wish I had it fully done off, the plastics and new graphics, but future video, you'll see it. I said when I first built this thing, it's always gonna be a work in progress. Always gonna continue to get new stuff for this thing. This will be the bike that I really can never get rid of. I'll always have this. And not getting parts all at once for this thing gets you kind of re-hyped up on the bike as you get new parts in. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. And with that, still trying to keep the OEM look. I never really want to like fully graphics it up. I always want to keep that just OEM as if it was off like the showroom floor. Now, I mean, it's a little more blinged out, but it's a more blinged out. We'll consider this the factory edition KX125, 2020 factory edition KX125. That's what we're gonna call it. Slowly straying away from the fully OEM look, but I'm sure nobody's really gonna complain. Until you see this thing in person, you really can't get a full kind of in-depth detail on how sick this thing is. But it's me a lot is looking at these cases when I blew it up and I had to get a brand new OEM cylinder. Doesn't match the bottom cases, it's a little more dull. Gonna have to get that fixed up so it all matches. It's the little things that really matter to that makes it stand out. I'm not sure if I like the left side better with everything or the right side. I don't know. Should ride like a dream now, getting everything set up. Should ride a lot better than my setup before. There you have it. Finally finished this thing up. Just rode it around the lawn. I forgot how fun this thing is. So next week, we'll have a video up, first ride with everything on there. So if you're new and you want to see that, make sure you're subscribed, like this video for more two-stroke videos, more two-stroke content this summer. Aside from that, if you want to see these build videos before I post the vlogs, you can follow my Instagram at Tyler Monagan, along with my dedicated like build, two-stroke build page where the RM pictures go up before the vlogs, which is at Project Two Strokes. Just thank you to everybody who sent parts for this bike to have it fully done up like it is now. Everything will be linked below, like I said, with all the companies that help support the build. And on that, I'll see you guys in the next video.